Hi. So the next operator in Python is identity operators. So identity operators behind this story, we already seen actually in variables concept. So we are going to extend little in this concept actually. So identity operators are actually using for comparing the two objects actually. Okay, not for comparing the values, not for comparing the content of any object. So for example, if you see is operator, one of the identity operator. So here x is one variable, y is another variable, and then we are comparing both of them is same or not. What is meaning of this one? Let us try to understand with simple example. So for example, x equal to 5. So when you write x equal to 5, what is going to happen? Variable x is created. 5 is actually integer. So integer object is created and in that value 5 is placed and this x is actually binded to this object actually integer object. Then next in the next line what we written is for example y equal to x. So what is its meaning? Try to understand especially in Python, not in other programming languages. This feature is not there in other programming languages. What is happening in especially exclusively in Python is, so what you are thinking in this case, what is going to happen is value 5 is assigned to y, object 5 is created separately, this object and this object is separate, and y is binded to this integer object. Is it happening? So it is not actually happening. So this is absolutely wrong. So in this way, this assignment is not happening actually. What actually happening is, because same x content you are copying into y, so variable y is created and this y is also binded to the same object, integer object. So here you can observe, instead of creating the same object with the same value two times, another object with the same integer value two times, only one time memory you created and both the variables is pointing to the same object. That is what the beauty intelligence of the Python. Okay, whenever you have repeated values, for every repeated value, it is not going to allocate memory separately. Only one time memory is going to allocate. What are all variables have the same value are binded to the same object actually. In this way, it is actually maintaining. Is it clear? So this is one of the identity operators. So for what purpose is we are using? Let us try to observe in the hands-on session. So for example, x equal to 5 and then y equal to x. We can cross check here. Is both of them pointing to same object or not? So that is what, if x is y, if I write like this, what is its meaning? It's not actually both of them same or not. Content is same or not, it is not checking. Okay, so print x and y binded to same integer object. Let us write down something. Okay, x and y not binded to same integer object. Now what it is going to print? See, basing on this discussion, x and y both are binded to same object. At that time it will return true actually. X is y, yes, if both is pointing to the same object, then it will return true. That you can observe here. So yes, x and y binded to same integer object. That is what you can observe. Even you can print that one also. Print x is y. What actually it is returning, you can check here. So let us run again. So here you can see true. So because it is returning true, this condition part is going to become true. Because condition is true, this true part is going to print. Is it clear? So that is what actually identity operator, first one. Sometimes there may be a requirement to not also. So that is what you can observe is not. So when it will return true actually, if both x and y is not pointing to the same object. So that is what you can observe here. X equal to 5. So x is binded to 5. And then y equal to 6. That means you can see y is binded to 6. Okay. So this is what happened. Now, if you check E is not y, x is not y, it will return true actually. So you can check now y equal to 6. Now, if I run this program, what it is going to print, you can tell. It is going to print this part actually, this else part print. So let us check. X and y not binded to same integer object. Why? You can see x is binded to 5, y is binded to 6. Both of them is not same object, right? That means it is false. Okay, that is why it is coming to the else part. Now if I place here not, if I place here not, okay, is not actually, not is not, then these statements you have to exchange to have a meaningful thing. So let us place this one here, and then let us cut and place here. Now is not, x is not y. That means x and y not pointing to the same object. Yes, it is true now. That is what you can check here. Okay. So here actually not you have to place. Now you can run. So now it is true. That is why it is true, printing x and y not binding to same integer object actually. So this is what. And now one more thing, try to understand why we written z equal to 5. Try to understand beauty of the Python again, because here 5 value and here also 5 value. Now for the z, to store this 5 value, it is not creating new object. That means it is not going to allocate another memory. Because both of them have same memory, this z variable is going to create, and it is also binding to same this object actually. That is what you can observe. So that is why even if I write here z equal to 5, then here you can check x is z or not. X is z. So if you forget about remaining thing, let us check only this printf part. Now if I run, what it must print? X and z have same value. That means both of them pointing to the same object. So that is what you can run. It must return true. That is what you can observe. And now here if I write x is z, okay, that means these statements I have to exchange, right? Or simply, so here you can paste, and then this you cut and paste. Okay. Now if I run x is z, yes, both of them is pointing to the same integer object. So x and z binded to same integer object. Let us see what it is going to print. So let us run, and you can observe x and z binded to same integer object. So that is what this one. When you have same value, when you have for that value already object is created, that variable is also binded to the same object actually. It is not going to allocate new object and storing that value again. So this is what beauty of Python. And these are the two identity operators to check at the object level, is and is not. They are going to return either true or false. Okay.